All right, so we got a little bit of time left. Pierce, let's talk about our Falcons because kickoff is at what 8:20.
I believe so. Are they doing it? They're streaming it again to where it's going to be on Fox, NFL Network, and Amazon Prime.
I have no idea.
I'm currently I can't even find the pregame on TV. Kind of upset. I'm not looking too hard.
All right, man. So Parlay Pete and I, we went to the Falcons game because we have signed our life over to them by buying these season tickets. We're real fans.
Nobody can say that we have commitment issues. We are committed.
Yeah, I'm telling you, all in. So if I love you, that means I'm here for you, baby. But anyways, so we go to the game and I won't say high expectations. Yeah, I'll say I had high expectations for our offense. Didn't know what to think about our defense. And I was like, Arthur Smith, we're going to get the running game going. We're going to abuse him with Kyle Pitts, and Calvin Ridley's going to pick up where he left off. Matt Ryan still has a little juice left in the tank. He's obviously on the down end of the prime, but he's still Derek Carr level, right? And first two drives we stall, and I go, same old Falcon shit.
But then you were like, you know what? But they are moving the ball pretty easy, and the run game definitely looked really good in the first quarter.
Cordell Patterson's our best running back, number 84.
I hope not. I've got Mike Davis on my fantasy team, former Stevenson Jaguar. Shout outs to Stevenson.
We also got Matt Ryan on there.
And I've got Matt Ryan, correct. So the thought is with Matt
no commitment issues.
The thought is with Matt Ryan and Mike Davis, every touchdown is going to be mine because either Matt's going to throw it or Mike's going to run it in.
But what if they don't score them?
And how many touchdowns were there last week?
You lose in fantasy. that's what the hell happens. You lose in fantasy. Let me just, kind of look at this one way. I remember the first drive when we got down there. I think it was either the 2 or the 3. One of them was the 2-yard line. The other was the 3. Get down there. The first thing my brother Justice says to me is, "Where's Kyle Pitts?" I looked out. I said, Pitts is out there. And then I'm looking. I'm like, no, he's not out there. So it's like, okay, it's first down, no Pitts. All right. Then we do this bullshit throw to the flats to Mike Davis. I just didn't understand. I'm just like, man, why aren't we throwing the ball? And Calvin really was pretty good about getting in the end zone too, last year and the year before that, because obviously Julio doesn't score touchdowns, right? So Calvin's kind of good. And granted, he's going to get that number one attention now, but it's like, okay, no Kyle Pitts. Then second down, no Kyle Pitts. Then third down, no Kyle Pitts. And it's just like, is he hurt? You know what I mean? Like, what did we draft him for? Why does the social media team hype up this guy has the longest wingspan in NFL history? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's 6'6", he's a fucking gazelle, runs a fucking 4.4 flat. Like, you know what I mean? And nowhere to be found.
I'm starting to think we're already regret not taking Justin Fields, because either Kyle Pitts wasn't doing what he was expected to do in training camp, or he's hurt. Because you would regularly look on the field and not see him. You would see Hayden Hurst. Oh, yeah, Hayden Hurst is here. I regularly would see Hayden Hurst. I didn't see much Kyle Pitts at all.
He was on the field 68% of the snaps. That needs to change. He needs to be on the field pretty much every play except for punt. And, if we're trying to get a 1-yard play, even though he did pick up a 1-yard play.
Here's the thing. We still need him on the field because you want that threat of him as a pass catcher.
Right. And I'm not sure how great of a blocker he is. But I'm just saying, like, in that type of scenario, let's say it's 2nd and 1 and you're going to run the power, a power run with Davis or something.
No, we're going to run that on 3rd and 8.
Which they picked up. They fucking picked up one too. Did you remember Cordell Patterson?
Yeah.
They ran a ball on like 3rd and 9, and he picked up the first and then some. It's crazy.
It was just really confusing because full disclosure, I did not watch the Titans every single week. There were just usually better games for me to watch. So I just couldn't get a feel for Arthur Smith's play calling at all throughout the game. Like a lot of it just didn't make sense. Like I said earlier, our longest completed pass was a 19-yard pass. I don't remember Matt Ryan throwing a deep ball all game.
He didn't. There were no deep balls. And I was just, the entire time I'm kind of sitting there, I'm like, okay, We got the running game cooking on these first 2 drives. When are we going to do this deep ball play action pass that Arthur Smith was pretty much known for? Because that's how Tannehill was getting a lot of his stats, you know, playing off Derrick Henry on the play action. And I understand Mike Davis isn't half the running back that Derrick Henry is, but you know, you got the running game going. I never understood why they didn't do it, and I wasn't sure if, you know, are these all strictly play calls by him? Is Matt changing? What's going on? You know what I mean? It just was kind of confusing from that standpoint. And then, of course, which I kind of said before we got on air, after the Falcons' first 2 drives, they had 10 drives after that. They totaled 77 yards. Are you kidding me?
Matt was less than 5 yards per play.
And I think that out of those 10, 6 of them were 3 and out. Like,
bro, it was
ugly.
It was a hard watch. It was really hard to watch, man. Arthur, you just got to get it together, dude. Like, we could have kept Raheem. We could have drafted Justin Fields. If you're going to come out here and lay eggs on offense, you're supposed to be an offensive coach. I get it. First game as a head coach. Maybe there's some jitters there. OC, I think it's his first game as a play caller. Maybe there's some jitters there. But, I mean, we thought there's some people who thought we were going to be a 10-11 win team. And right now we're looking like a 10-11 loss team.
Yeah. Both
there were people who thought you guys were going to win 10 or 11 games.
Cousin Sal and Bill Simmons both thought Cousin Sal said 12 wins. He thought they could win 11 or 12 games. And Bill Simmons took the over on the 7.5 and thought that they would be a playoff team.
Yeah.
And so
Cowherd put us in the playoffs too, and people listen to their bets.
Yeah, because he switched his on the day before the season started and said, "Give me the Falcons 9-8 in second place in that division and battling for that last wild card." So, you know, it's just the Falcons being the Falcons, man. I don't know why I let them do this to me, but but I do.
You didn't have a 3.5 hour drive back to Albany, just like, this is what we did.